summertime and the living is easy. The only thing on the schedule is resting and relaxing, and a bit of procrastinating. Fortunately, fall brings us back into focus to help us tackle a few to-dos. Dentist Steve Marsh is here with items to add to that list. Welcome back to the show here, Steve.
Thanks, Lori. That's a cute introduction.
So let me guess, schedule a screening and a cleaning, right?
Right. You know, your last guest was talking about repairs. Well, the same thing goes with dentistry, and it's funny. At the end of the summer, we get a lot of kids coming in, teenagers going back to school, teachers going back to school, college kids going back. So now fall's an opportunity to get your cleaning and also take care of problems before they happen. Whether it's your house or your teeth, it's important to take care of those problems.
All right. So fall is a good time, kind of new beginnings. Everybody's used to school starting. So how often should you see your dentist?
So, you know, we always say 2 to 3 times a year.
So spring,
spring and fall, that's one of the ways, or winter and summer, and sometimes people who have had a lot of work need more time. But the other thing is people have insurance, and sometimes insurance runs out at the end of the year, though today dental insurance is not what it used to be. It's about $1,000 maximum a year. It's used up very quickly. But people now have health savings accounts. So that money's put away and you have to use it before the end of the year, you lose it. So fall is a wonderful time to start on projects. And sometimes you do it in sections because some dental work may take time. You may have 2 or 3 steps and stages. And so what we thought we'd do is look at some cases and patients I've met and taken care of, and look at why they have delayed things or why they've started things.
All right, let's see those examples.
So this is somebody who had had what we call periodontal disease. You know, people lose teeth, Lori, from decay and also because they lose structure. In this case, the patient lost these laterals. They were very loose. They were taken out. This is on the same day. The patient had the teeth taken out. We then did a temporary bridge. It says after. It's really very much a during, because we have to wait 6 to 8 weeks at least for that bone to heal and the tissue to heal before we can start even contemplating doing a permanent bridge. So there he is before, there he is with a temporary, and again, this is something where you can start in the fall, wait a few weeks, and maybe restart in the spring or January. I talk about things taking steps. A patient came in with a broken tooth. This is an old silver filling. During is what we see as dentists after we take out the old silver filling and take out the decay. And then what we did is we rebuilt the tooth. We have an after picture where we've actually rebuilt the tooth with a composite material. And that composite material that you see there is really a holding pattern. We want to make sure the tooth is okay. So again, we wait usually anywhere 6 to 8 weeks, make sure the tooth is good and whole, the patient's not having pain, and then we'll come back on and do a crown later. So that's something you can start this year and then move on.
Sure.
And speaking of starting and for the finishing, this young lady had lost a tooth. An implant had been placed in that missing area. During shows us working on the implant. That's called an implant abutment screw. When an implant's put in, Lori, you have to wait usually 3 to 4 months for the bone to heal before we can restore it. So again, you can start it, get it in 3 to 4 months later, come on and restore it. That's that same young lady with an implant tooth. We did some porcelain veneers. We did some whitening to give her that smile. But again, there was 4 months between the beginning and the end. So a lot of dentistry is done in stages, so there's no better time than fall to look at those issues.
All right, great information. Summer was sweet, but with autumn on its way, it's time to plan your appointments so that you can harvest a healthy smile before the year and your potential health savings account runs out. For help, give Steve a call. The number's next.
See what Dr. Stephen Marsh can do for your smile by calling 440-461-1003 or visit www.clevelandsmiles.com.